likes Lee. She's a go-getter. She's athletic. She's gorgeous. All the things, all the qualities he would want in her, except one quality. He gonna get sick of her talking about herself. He is going to get sick of talking about herself because he's going to be like, well, what about me? You need to be talking about me. You need to be pumping me up. Lee going to be too busy pumping herself up. She ain't going to have enough to be pumping him up. Like I said, the rest in your femininity crew, they're real clear on what they want from men. But have you heard them say or what they offering besides good looks? Have you heard anything that the rest in your femininity crew is offering besides good looks? Remember, Katarina said she don't even want to have a baby. Katarina says she don't even want to give the man a baby. Barely. So Katarina definitely want a man with money. She want a man to provide, dote on her. But she says, but I ain't busting out no babies for you because I don't want no baby. So she just want him to spend all his money on her. Woo! These women want all their resources. They like, bring me all your resources. Aries said she ain't even going to cook for the man. Katarina ain't gonna have no baby for the man. Aries ain't gonna cook for the man because she ain't even cooking for her own son. She ain't gonna bust out no more babies for him. Lee ain't offering nothing because Lee gonna sit there the whole time and talk about herself. What are they offering for all this resting? All this resting they want to do in their femininity. What are they offering? Nothing. Who the hell would spend all this money on these women? If I was a rich man and I had a whole lot of money, why would I spend all my money on these women? They're not even offering nothing. They ain't talked about how they're going to do nothing for the man, encourage him, or do nothing. All they talking about is what they want. All they talking about is what they want. Katarina want to rest in her femininity. Aries want her feet rubbed. She want the man to provide, protect for her and her boys. She ain't cooking no dinners. And Lee talking about I want to go on trips and vacations and I just want to buy everything when I get there. And because there's levels to dating. This shit is funny. Later on in the series, Sarah talking about that we gone from on TV to VH1. Shoot, this is really Comedy Central. I don't even know if we on VH1, Sierra. I'm at Comedy Central right now because this is funny. I think darn near maybe everybody on this series, everybody on this a whole season, they're all delusional. They're all delusional. They all talking about what they want, but they're not looking at who they are. They all talking about what they want, what they deserve, but none of them are looking at who they are. Lee over here telling Chris, oh, you can get all this if you keep acting right. And Chris looked at her and said, shoot, you could get this if you keep acting right. I told you, these two wouldn't get along. They would not get along because they would be fussing and fighting all day long on who's the prettiest, who's the most deserving, who's the most that got it going on. Please, they will be sitting there all day long looking at each other talking about who's the prettiest, you or me. I know I'm the prettiest. No, I'm the prettiest. That is funny. They would not get along. And then we try to show us Sierra and Jessica fighting over Maurier. Really? Jessica and Sierra fighting over Maurier? Maurier. For real, y'all. You know as a woman, you done hit rock bottom if you fight another woman over Maurier. Maurier ain't worth a fight, period, let alone fighting another woman. Woo, the only fighting you ought to be doing for Maurier with Maurier is see who can get to the buffet first. Moving Maurier out the way so you can get to the buffet before him. Please. I can't believe they are fighting over Maurier. Messy Maurier. I told y'all in the beginning, he's at the center of every woman going home. He always wants to be the one telling people to go home. I know production probably wants him to do it, but he can say no. He can say no. Remember, I'm going to dial it back for you guys on Maurier because I know a lot of you people still don't believe it. You still don't believe it. You remember Maurier was the one that had the little problem with Tequila in the beginning. Maurier was the one that had the problem with Leanne in the beginning. Leanne was first. Then you had the problem with Tequila. Then he had the problem with Kira. She went home. And now we find out he got the problem with Sierra. Sierra going to be the one that goes home. Maurier is a liar, people. Maurier is a liar. And do I need to run down all the lies that Maurier has told on this show for y'all that still don't believe it? Now we find out that Maurier ain't never even been in love. Maurier, the teacher, the coach, the one that wants to walk around and talk about he's all ready. How you know you ready? You ain't even never done it. He over here trying to teach everybody else how to be in love, to be who they need to be. And he ain't even never been in love. I know he ain't never been in love. You know why Maurier has never been in love? because he's never presented his real self to any woman, period. We talk about he hasn't allowed himself to fall in love because he's never presented his real self. Maurier has been lying his whole life. He's been lying to women. He's been lying to himself. He's been lying to everybody his whole life. So you can't never fall in love. Can't nobody never fall in love with you because they never get to meet the real you. They always meeting this other person. Your representative, somebody who you want to be, not who you are. Remember Maurier told us he loves the Lord? Remember he was telling Kira that he loved the Lord? And then he was telling Kira that he's a bedside Baptist and he studies all the time. He walks around with the cross on his neck. He said he was going to be a preacher, but then next thing you know, he's breaking out the tarot cards. He's into the mystical. He's bringing people mystical candles. He's turning over tarot cards. And then he says, after he really started reading the Bible, he realized the Bible wasn't even all that right. How can you go to say you was a preacher and now the Bible ain't right? How can you go from being a Baptist but then talking about you dibble and dabble in tarot cards and fortune tellers? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I guess Maurier thinks we're not smart enough to hear his lies and put two and two together. Remember earlier Maurier said he wanted to hurry up and get married because he has a young son and he wanted to teach his son how to treat a woman. Remember that? Remember, said that was one of the main reasons why he's here on Ready Love, because he wants to go ahead and start a family real soon because he already got one, but he wants a wife by his side so he can teach his son how to treat a woman. Right after that, he sat on national TV bashing the son's mama, talking about the mama was still cheating on him with the ex-boyfriend. So in one way, you want to teach your son how to treat women, but then you come on TV bashing that same son's mama, talking about she was over there cheating on you with her ex-boyfriend, and then talking about you ain't never dated no woman that was even worthy of you getting married. Do y'all remember that? That there was no woman even worthy for him to marry. But these are the words coming out of Maurier's mouth. But yet still, he says he wants to treat his son how to treat women. But if I look at the way he's treating the child's mother, I can say, well, I don't understand, Maurier. This ain't lining up. Another lie. Remember he sat there and told Kira, I want a woman that eats healthy. Have we seen Maurier eat anything healthy? I remember seeing him eating them chicken wings. He cleaned that whole bone clean. I remember him darn near about to complain to the manager because they put cheese on his hamburger. I remember that. I remember in this episode him telling Jessica, yeah, make me a plate and bring me 2 legs. And then I see him out there jumping rope trying to pretend like he works out all the time. Eat healthy and he works out. Remember he talking about he works out like he goes to therapy. No, he doesn't. There ain't no way Maurier works out every day and he looks the way he does. I'm not fat shaming nobody, but I don't want nobody lying to me. Then Maurier talking about he don't even wake up till 11:30 or 12. He say his day don't even start until 11:30 to 12. You ain't working out. If your day don't even start till 11:30 or 12, what you trying to tell me? You working out, you working, you doing all this stuff, Maurier think we a fool. Maurier thinks he a fool. We still don't know what Maurier does. Only thing his job says is entrepreneur. What does Maurier do besides go to marches? And we know he ain't marching. He ain't going to that many marches. We know he's not going to that many marches. What does Maurier do? I know what he does. He's a professional liar. That's what he is. That's his entrepreneurial job. He's a professional liar. Then he's sitting up there telling Sierra what she needs to do so she can be ready to love. She needs to pull back. She needs to open up. She needs to do this. Good advice coming from the wrong person. This is from the man who's masked himself the whole entire time. Nobody don't know who Maurier is. We don't even know what he does. Somebody tell me what Maurier does down in the comments. Do you know? Do you know? No, you don't know. I know you don't know. He hasn't told us what he does. I don't even know why he's still here. Only because he's aligned with the pull-up crew. That's it. He's been protected by the pull-up crew this whole time. Because if it wasn't for the pull-up crew, I don't even know why he's here. And Sierra, I don't know, Sierra's delusional. Sierra don't see herself at all. She running around talking about, I'm used to pressure. I'm used to pressure. Girl, if you used to this much pressure, you wouldn't be on Ready to Love. If you used to so many men chasing you that you got your pick of the litter, you wouldn't be on Ready to Love. I'm telling you, this show is full of liars. I don't know if they're liars or if they're delusional. I don't know which one it is, but they definitely don't see who they are. I don't like when people come on to Ready to Love looking for a mate, talking about they already got so many options. First of all, it ain't nothing wrong with how you need more options. Just admit it. But you're not already loved because you got a whole lot of options. Sierra's still walking around talking about she's a queen. You need to recognize me as a queen. You need to recognize me as a queen. I'm used to pressure. People ain't coming at me like they should be. Girl, don't nobody owe you nothing. Nobody owes you anything. You talking about I'm just being treated regular out here. I need to be treated special. They trying to treat me like a regular person. I ain't no regular person. I deserve more. I deserve Birkin bags. Well, I don't know. Maybe you're going to have to treat your own self special. Just like you said, you run off and buy your own Birkin bag if your man don't buy it. Or maybe you're going to have to treat yourself special, because I don't know where Sierra is getting this whole thing that this is the way the world works out here. A lot, Sierra was doing a lot of walking around talking about what she deserved. What she deserved. I'm going to have a problem when people use words like that, especially if they come up to me. If a person comes up to me and says, I deserve this, I deserve that, I'm going to say, well, why do you deserve it from me? Okay, why do you deserve it from this man? Maybe you have decided in your life, you've done a lot of things to make yourself a certain person. Obviously, that's what Sierra thinks of herself. That's fine. But people don't owe you nothing. People don't owe you anything. I don't care how much work you've done for yourself. I don't care. If you're doing work for yourself, that is work you should be doing for yourself. But don't come to me and now say, I deserve for you to do this. No. You did that for yourself. You did that for yourself. If I choose to treat you and treat you nice and put you up on a pedestal and dote all over you, I'm doing that as a gift to you. But I don't owe it to you. I don't owe it to you. All I owe to you is respect, to treat you respectful and not treat you like the gum on the bottom of my shoe. But I don't deserve, I don't owe you no special treatment. I don't care how much you've done in the world. I don't owe you. See, this is what I don't like about the word deserve, because then what happens is when I do treat you special, you don't look at it as special, because what you look at it as is you deserve it. That I should be doing it for you because you deserve it. That you've done all these things. What have you done to deserve anything from a person you don't know? Okay, you don't even know these people. You haven't done nothing for them for you to say that you deserve something extra from them. No, you haven't earned that. Now, if I'm in a marriage and I have done things for my husband, or my husband has done things for my wife, and I have treated him special, then of course you can say, hey, I deserve equal treatment. If I'm doing these nice things for you, then in return, I deserve for you to treat me the same way. But how is Sierra just walking around meeting men talking about I deserve extra special treatment? This sounds just like Lee, talking about what I deserve. I deserve levels of dating. Why? I'm just getting to know you. I don't know you. You've done nothing for me. You've done nothing special for me either. We're just getting to know each other. So all of a sudden, I deserve to treat you like a queen after just meeting you? Woo! These people around here are delusional. And Sarah is walking around here like another person, walking around talking about what she deserves. Deserves from who? What have you done for someone else that all of a sudden they deserve to do the same thing in return to you? Like I said, beyond respecting a person, why do I owe you anything already and I just barely know your name? Sierra over here, come on, she got beef. She barely want to be here. And then Lee talking about, I don't want to be here at all. Did y'all catch that with Lee? Lee was like, she don't even want to be here at all. She said she really didn't even need to spend this weekend with you people. Lee says, I'm above all this. I am above all this. I don't need to be here at all. You remember that day with Muffin? Muffin said she don't want to go nowhere. She said she barely want to leave her house. The only time Lee really got anything to say is, like I said, when she's talking about herself or when she's standing up in front of a class and everybody's looking at her and saying, oh, Lee, you so beautiful. You so wonderful. Your class is so wonderful. If she ain't up on a podium, she don't want to be there. If she ain't up on a pedestal, a podium, or a stage, Lee don't want to be there.